Hello all, and happy 2017, because this is my first video I've made of the year after Advent event, but it is January 16th. For some reason I thought it was the 12th. I don't know, I'm so far behind myself, I guess. But yes, it is January 16th of 2017, so Happy New Year, now that I have made, I think this is my first video of the new year. I don't know. There might have been a horror block or something. Who knows? Something else. I was actually just talking with my friend Tanya over at No Longer Geek Wisdom. She took that channel down and she has actually moved over to VidMe. I will link you down below to her VidMe channel so you can go over there and support her if you're like, where did Geek Wisdom go? Because that's what you should be saying. She went over to VidMe, and you can follow her over there. A lot of the same videos that she posted here on YouTube, she's been posting over there on VidMe, so... but I was just telling her the other day, I've become such a super lazy vlogger, like, if it wasn't for my nerd blocks and my loot crates, like, you guys would get, like, two video events a year. You get the Vacay Day and you get Advent event, and that would be like it. Except for today. I wanted to show you, I actually accomplished something. Let me show you in here first. Remember the shelf? You can probably see right there, there's a line where the shelf used to be. And now there's just a bunch of shit, because I moved all the shit in here for the time being. It's like, I gotta make a mess somewhere to kind of put something together. I don't know, but this shelf that was here the other day, I had 6 episodes. I got 3 days behind on my stories. That's Days of Our Lives in General Hospital. So, you know, 2 episodes each a day for 3 days is 6 days, or 6 episodes that I had to get through. So I thought, you know what? I've got plenty of time to do this shit. I'm going to move this shelf. I'm going to put it where it belongs. And it belongs... Let me take you on a little journey here. I've even put in a light that is super fucking bright. But, well, let me take you on a smaller journey. You remember this shelf. And this is now actually all of my horror movie pops. Or scary pops, as you'll see here in a minute. Because I have Miss Elvira. And then I know the Crow isn't really, I mean, he's kind of a creepy hero sort of guy. Then I have Cthulhu because I thought he was cool. At first I didn't think I was going to keep him. Whoa, there he is. Because I got him and Sam and actually the Crow. Where's my finger? There it is. And one other one. Chucky. I got Chucky in there too, I believe. In the same set, because Sam had been vaulted, I believe, or he was hard to find, and on eBay he was like $30-40. Well, the set that I got with all 4 of them was like $30-40. So, and then I ended up liking Cthulhu. I thought he was kind of cool looking. And then there's Scarecrow, who's just kind of creepy. I know he's a Batman guy. And I finally got to display my Buffy pops. So that's why I call it my scary movie thing, scary movie, because, you know, it's kind of my horror-ish sort of, I know the Peanuts aren't really horror, but they're Halloween themed, so. And then I totally ruin it by going with the Animaniacs here at the end, but as we back up, look at this. I now have this shelf in here for all of my pops, and look, more room for more pops. I can guarantee you that that will eventually be filled up with pops. But yeah, I have everything. Like, this is, well, I say my entire collection. There's a couple over here that I've got randomly. I'll show you those real quick over here. I've got them randomly in loot crates or nerd blocks or the Vinyl Palooza. There's the box for the Vinyl Palooza. Right there, that's the collector. That's the guy from The Matrix, Mr. Smith. That's someone from The Strain. That's Aubrey from Pitch Perfect. That's C-3PO with the red arm. I thought he was a Loot Crate exclusive, or whatever I got him in. I thought he was an exclusive, but it turns out he's not. So, And then that's a Game of Thrones guy. The Mountain, I think it's called. And I don't think this... I'm not really into the Dorbs anyway. I don't think that's an exclusive. I don't think. Because if they were exclusives, I would keep them. But they're not. And unfortunately, I didn't do a... You know, because there was like a mountain of pops here. I didn't do a previously on Martheev Manor over here, but I've got a bunch of... My friend Robin, her father collects these and does little art projects with all these boxes, so I've got a whole bunch of boxes for her to take someday. But that is... And as you can see behind there, some of the stuff that was on the shelf is now back in behind, which is a bunch more old action figures still in their packages. You can see Fiona from Shrek. I was going through some of these. I think she's worth like 25, maybe, on eBay. You know, so it's kind of like I was going through all these old action figures, and most of them weren't really worth shit. But I found a couple Marvel Legends that were worth like 60 to 70 a piece, so that was kind of cool. Let me back up here across my mess, and as you can see, so that corner looks nice now. But I can maybe get over here and show you. Up there is, it just kind of worked out to where Star Trek got up there, and the Power Rangers, which aren't finished yet. I want to buy the original ones, not the ones that they re-released. And then, you know, the beginnings of my Holy Grail collection up there. That's the only ones that I have. And then it kind of got... I started setting out the X-Men because I knew I had a whole bunch of X-Men things. And I still don't have all of them. But, and then I guess I just kind of started with Marvel there. With the Spider-Man, because I'm like, well, I have a section to fit 4 in, so I'll just put all my Spider-Man things there. And then, actually, she's frickin' huge. I just got that in today, because I ordered it, and it came in Walmart.com. I did a site-to-store thing. And then I put my other DC-related items on top of her, and then it became, like, my Marvel things. And, of course... Agent Carter is, you know, kind of an official agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., so she had to go there. I don't have Daisy yet. When I get Agent Coulson, I want to get him in his car. Lola, I always want to say Lucy for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, and then these down here, those 4 in the corner are my Loot Crate exclusives. You can see the little sticker there on them. So those are my Loot Crate exclusives, and I bought, I'm getting trash in my way, sorry. So I did buy, like, I like the Pac-Man, of course, Cubert. The Cylon I got randomly in a Vinyl Palooza, I think, but I kind of liked it. And then the little mouse in the shoe, I think the shoe's really cool looking. Yoda, glowy Yoda. And then, Erisbeth? I haven't watched that movie, but I thought she looked cool being all iron or whatever the hell she's supposed to be. And Jayla, because she's badass. I like her. But yeah, let me take you in here and show you, if you haven't seen Wonder Woman and her giant fucking plane here. Get out of the way, Batman. You see how big she is? Like, that's a frickin' huge ass. There's my finger. How about that? That's a huge frickin' pop. If you don't have this one, I didn't realize she was gonna be that big, but she's pretty frackin' huge. If we're going by Battlestar Galactica terms, which is down here. And of course, what I got in my X-Men box. And then over here, I just kind of put my bigger Star Wars things that I got. The Civil War set. I'm definitely getting more Labyrinth someday. but it just kind of worked out where I wanted to put like 2 random ones here. And Morgan's kind of cool. I got him in a Vinyl Palooza, I think. But I don't know if I'll get any more Walking Dead ones. I don't know. I haven't really decided about that. I will definitely be getting more, which is why I say I need the bottom shelf. And then these are kind of, you know, I got some, the Pocket Pops. There's some here too. I forgot to show. I got some of the Pocket Pops over here. And then, of course, I got that in my X-Men box, Marvel Collector Core box. And then these were kind of some that I just liked. Of course, Deadpool with his little horse. And I had to put Ted and Bender together because they're both drinking beers. So I thought that was appropriate. And, of course, he was my first exclusive I ever got, Hot Topic exclusive, with little shiny hands in there. And, of course, she's just kind of cool because she's all shiny. And then, of course, I got him in a Loot Crate once. And I like him. He's a tiny little dinosaur. So cute. So cute. And then, of course, we moved down here to... this kind of just became a random side. I wanted to put the Muppets together that I had. Muppets. I know that's a different... that's not really an official Muppet. It's Sesame Street. But the same thing. And he's the only Muppet I have so far. He's the flocked one from the Christmas thing. And then, of course, Miko, because I collect raccoon stuff. And if you come over here, you can see Rocket Raccoon is right on the other side of Miko. That's a good little shot right there. And then I ended up keeping Sven because I kind of thought he was cute. I got him randomly, but I decided he was cute enough to keep. And then we come down here. I actually have room to display these Q figures that I've gotten in random loot crates and stuff. I had to find this one and that one. I knew I had those, but they were still in the boxes. And over there is actually the, you know, thing that's usually hanging here in the way. But since I was filming this, I found one of them in one of the boxes there, and the second box down, I believe, is where Deadpool was. So I didn't have to go very far into this. And I might actually use this for this bottom shelf for now, for storage of some of these Loot Crate boxes that I've got hanging around. But yeah, that's Doctor Strange, Q-Fig, and Hulk, which you can't really see very good because the lighting ain't great. And actually, this one is the... like the rarer version when Loot Crate released them. I didn't even know I had it originally until I looked at it. I was like, oh wait, the white one's the rare one, you know, because the red one is regular Deadpool. And then, of course, Harlequin over here with her little hiya puddin', or whatever it says back there. Minxie is very interested in what's going on all of a sudden. And then my little Pocket Pop set of the horror guys, which will probably go up on the main shelf someday. Hey, Minx. Yes. Oh, of course you're interested in the Golden Girls. They thank you for being a friend. Of course they do. And then this, I kind of actually want to get that out and display it instead of just having it in the box, because it's really cool. But for now, it'll just sit there in the box. But, so this corner looks good for now. I actually started this project Sunday, yesterday, but you probably can't, I don't know how well you can see it back there, because it's covered up by a box. But there's an outlet back there, and that's usually what I charge my camera. Sorry for the Blair Witchy there, but, this shelf right here actually blocks the outlet. You can see that one over there is right in line. So I actually wanted to, since I knew I was going to be storing shit up underneath there, up against the outlet, I wanted to get some outlet plugs to put in there first, for safety purposes. But yeah, I actually, I started this Sunday, and then because I didn't want to get all of this shit on here, plus all that shit in the back, when it was going to be too heavy to move. So I had to wait till today, because I went back to work last night, so I was able to pick some up today. But yeah, that is the pop collection. So that is Alex actually always gets on to me for the, he's like, when are you going to set up the shelf? When are you going to set up the shelf? And this is the shelf that I was actually talking about moving, but it ended up being for all of my pops instead of like display some of these tinier things. Like these guys I actually got in loot crates and stuff. And I intended to display them. Actually, I have one of them over here on top of my, because I found him the other day. He's something that came in a loot crate, but I wanted to get a shelf to like display all these little, oh shit, sorry, that was unintentional. I wanted to display him, or you know, other little guys that I got like him, but that's still a work in progress. That's still a work in progress. But at least I do have all of my pops, surprisingly enough, displayed now. So, yay, I'm super excited about that. And then these guys across here, of course, which I can zoom you in on them and take you around. Of course, I had to put Buffy and Willow together. If there was a Xander, they need to make a Xander, so I can add him to the little collection there. Because he's an important Scooby. He really is. So, oh, well, that's weird. Gizmo and Slimer made a baby. That was really weird. But yeah, that's all my guys. That's all my guys and gals right there. So that is put together, and I'll find something to put some of this mess away underneath there for now. Actually, I have one of the last things I bought at Hastings. I have it sitting over here. It's these crystal Power Ranger things. I was thinking about putting them on there too to display stuff, but of course, you know, hide stuff behind it as well. But so that's, yeah, that's what my area looks like without the Red Lobster balloon in it. Which is just weird, because that's been hanging up there since I moved in, I think. But I you know, obviously I couldn't show this side off without taking it down. But I've blabbed on long enough. You've seen my pops over and over again because I keep panning over them, and you probably want to go do something else now. So I will talk to you later, and we'll fill that up with something. That's what she said.